Hello everybody and welcome back to the MoldyWorm gaming channel. My name is MoldyWorm41975 and today we're going to be having another look at one of Lucifer Reap's GTA 5 online concept DLCs. And this one is actually relevant to what is happening in GTA 5 at the moment. So a couple of months ago I made a video on the channel talking about some of the cars that I think we would likely see in the next DLC, and in that video at the start I mentioned that the next DLC was going to be featured around more open wheel racing, more F1 style vehicles, and also the F1 race creator. And while I think those things may still be coming to GTA Online, I don't think that the entire DLC is going to revolve around that. And instead, it has been speculated recently that the next DLC is going to be coming out at the end of July, and that it's going to be a Cops and Crooks DLC, which is something we've not seen in GTA, but it's something that the community has asked for over and over again. So I can see it likely happening, and today Lucifer Reap has made a concept DLC of how this Cops and Crooks DLC could work. So let's just jump straight into it. Okay, so we're on Amino again. That's where he creates all his concept DLCs. And I'm not going to be going through everything in this DLC because the video will be far too long. So as always, I will leave a link in the description to this page. So if you want to check it out for yourself, if you want to read the bits that I skip over, then you can go and check it out for yourself. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. So it's called a Cops and Crooks DLC concept. Basically tells you everything you need to know in there. So it says, in this concept, it will include new building interiors, new vehicles, new emotes, new weapons/gadgets, we'll get into that in a bit, new story missions, new heists, new stores, and new vehicle abilities. The introduction for the Crooks. This DLC will you'll start by getting a phone call from an unknown number calling you to let you know that multiple ex-Spec Ops buildings are for sale, and they have a business proposal if you want to buy one. You go to the Spec Ops building. Customization is explained in the Crook section, so we'll get to that in a minute. You'll be put in a cutscene explaining that the person who called you has a plan for multiple heists and needs a crew to pull them off. The guy then gives you a tour of the Spec Ops station, showing you the armory, command center, vehicle/heist equipment storage, personal room, and a weapon/vehicle workshop. After the tour is over, he leads you to a new car in the center room and explains that the trunk is filled with narcotics to trade for heist equipment. I'm guessing this is the car, so this is like a drag spec of the Class A Tampa. From this thing looks incredible. We looked at his Slick City DLC concept a couple of months ago, and he had lots of drag cars in that. I have talked to him, and he loves muscle cars just like me, and he really wants to get more drag cars like this in the game, and I am totally down for that. This thing looks awesome. So then the first mission for the Crooks. After the introduction, you have to drive the Tampa Gasser, which is this car here, to Palito Bay to exchange. Along the way, you will notice that there is an increase in cop cars, new ones and old ones. And when you get to Palito Bay, you'll enter a cutscene of the exchange. After the exchange, you'll then have to drive a mule towards Sandy Shores. Once you pass the customs in Palito Bay, you'll be put into another cutscene of your character getting flagged over by a cop at a checkpoint, and then you will be arrested. And I'm guessing this is what the cutscene will be like. So you can see, I think this is the mule here, maybe. I can't actually see the mule on there, but I'm guessing this is supposed to be the mule. This is the checkpoint here. The van's been pulled over, and I think this is all the stuff we have in the back of the van, I'm guessing. So then you get an introduction as the cops. So after being arrested, your screen will go black and you will then be put into a cutscene in a police interrogation room, which you can see here, where a normal cop will be questioning you. The cop will slowly be getting angry due to your character's mute personalities. The officer is then told to leave as he is replaced by the head of the Spec Op unit. The officer then releases you from the interrogation room, keeping you handcuffed. He leads you to an elevator and takes you down to the basement level, revealing a slightly set up police operations. The officer then shows you around the operations, explaining that his unit is in charge of taking down high priority criminals, ranging from heist crews to human traffickers. Oh, and on exchange for helping his unit, we won't only not go to jail, but they will provide us with some equipment to do a better job. And then we get on to Hideouts. So this is like a new sort of, I think this is like the new sort of business place that you'll go and buy. So each group has their own hangout, which will have access to their own exclusive customization, weapon upgrade, personal store, personal headquarters, and a garage space. And you can see it's kind of like a high-end hangout area slash... it's kind of like a mansion, actually. If they added like mansions as well is another thing that people in GTA have been asking for, the GTA community. So if they sort of made the mansions like the hangout area, that would be actually really cool. The Crooks hideout is the old Spec Ops building that's been converted into a criminal HQ that specialises in high-risk, high-reward heists. Within these hideouts are stores, which we'll get onto in a second, a heist garage area for heist vehicles, a customisable personal headquarters, as well as a lounge and a bar. And the Crooks hideout can also come with a purchasable weapon/armory workshop. And you can see this here looks like the weapon workshop. This actually looks kind of like what we have in the arcade. The I can't remember what it's called, but you know what I mean, where you can manage all your businesses. So I don't know if that will be a feature, but that's quite cool. There's also the main planning room where you'll trigger most of the missions and planning, which I'm guessing is this building right here. The Crooks hideout can come in multiple locations and will be purchased through the Mazebank foreclosure website. Then we get onto the police hideout, which is not really so much a hideout. I'm guessing it's just actually the police stations. But the police have their own hideout that will become available after the police introduction. For free upgrades will have to be purchased once unlocked. And I think this is the... I think it's the one up near Vinewood Boulevard. That's the one that I mean. The police hideout is an underground level of the Vinewood police station. Yeah, so it's the Vinewood police station. Within the basic police hideout is a store, which we'll get onto in a minute, which also comes with a unit garage where you can store police and personal vehicles along with special vehicles. The base station also comes with a lounge and a bar, as well as the base station comes with a command centre, which is here you can see, where you can buy upgrades, order new police cars and start missions. So it seems that we're going to get police car customization, which will be absolutely incredible because that's something that we've not seen yet in GTA, but something that a lot of people want. And new police vehicles would be cool as well. Ownable police vehicles. That would be absolutely amazing. The upgrade option would consist of a personal headquarters, an armory/weapon workshop, and you can also get a police mechanic to upgrade your police vehicles with different packages, which we'll get onto all the cars in a minute. And then we have the stores. So with this update, there'll be new stores for both Crooks and Cops. Both will have their own abilities, weapons, and gadgets. So the Crook store, you'll be able to buy all these different weapons and special clothing. So this is kind of like the Diamond Casino store, so you can't buy those items in the regular stores. You can only buy them in the casino, so this will work similar, so you'll only be able to buy these items in those Crook stores. So I'm not going to read out all of this. You can pause the video and read it for yourself, but there's a bunch of cool things there. And the police store is obviously the same, so there's a bunch of different clothing, some weapons like a taser, that'll be really cool. And you can see a picture here. I don't know if this is a new gun. I don't know the guns well enough. It could possibly be. There's also new gadgets, so handcuffs, smoke grenades, although we kind of already have smoke grenades. We've got tear gas, which is kind of similar. Spike strips, that would be really cool actually. Then we get on to, obviously, my favourite part. I'm a car guy, so the Crook vehicles, the Harley-Davidson Dyna Superglide, the 1985 Impala, the Mazda RX-7. I'd love to see the Mazda RX-7. A lot of people want to see that vehicle. The Nissan S14, that's also a really cool vehicle. I do like that. And then there'll be heist vehicles. We get the Heist Gauntlet, which is supposed to be like the Fast and Furious 5 gauntlet with the winch on the back. The 2016 Chevrolet Express Armoured. The 2019 Ram Custom Snowplow. And the Heavy Barricade Custom, which I think might be this one here. And then Crook packages. You can get the Speed Hunter, which will have racing slicks and a power shot of NOS. So that's kind of like a drag kind of build if you want a drag package. You can get the Drift version with a cambered and wide body kit. So I'm guessing that would be for the Nissan and the RX-7. And you can get the Heist package, which will reinforce the chassis. It'll put a ram on the front end, and you get a power shot of NOS as well, which will be really cool. Then we get into the police vehicles. So we get the Undercover Adu. I don't know. That might be a car in GTA. I've never heard of it before. I think it's probably a car in real life as well. The Undercover Shelby GT 500. That would be a really cool car. You can actually see, well, we get the marked Shelby GT 500 as well. That's this car here. Both of those cars would be really cool. A marked Koenigsegg police car. That would be absolutely incredible. A marked Schlagen GT. Again, really cool. An Undercover 2015 Dodge Charger. That would be cool as well if we got a street version of that. The Undercover Tahoe. So that's an American police car for those of you in England who don't know that. A marked Lamborghini Aventador. So we're kind of going like Abu Dhabi police force in this, but it's really cool. Then we get task force cars, so we'd have a riot truck, a marked reinforced 2015 Dodge Ram, a Lenko Bearcat SWAT car. I have no idea what that is, so you can Google that if you're interested. And an armory mule, so a mobile armory in the back of a mule, and a Pursuit Corvette C7R. C7 Corvette would be quite cool. Then when you get the Pursuit packages, so the Pursuit package contains street tyres and a power shot of NOS. So it's basically like a police version of a drag car. The Takedown package, which reinforces the chassis with a ram and also bullet resistant windows. And then the Undercover package, which blacks out the windows and also has hidden black red and blue lights, sorry. And you can see a picture. This is obviously Mercedes, but this is supposed to be the Schlagen GT, the marked Schlagen GT. Looks absolutely incredible. And then there's a bunch of new missions. I'm not really going to go into those. You can have a read of those for yourself if you're interested. And there's also high priority criminals. I'm not going to go into those because the video will be too long, but if you want to have a read for those, again, you can pause the video and have a read for yourself, or check the page out for yourself. But there'll be new emotes in the game as well. Always cool to have some new emotes in there. So you would get the welder, so the character brings out a small welder and appears to weld. Cuff, the character pulls out handcuffs and points forwards. So if you're a police officer, you can basically go and handcuff someone. Microphone, character pulls out a speaker and appears to make an announcement. And arrested, the character puts their hands behind their back and gets down on their knees. Now you might be saying, well, they're kind of cool, but what would you really use them for? Well, there's actually a massive roleplay community in GTA 5 that would absolutely love these emotes. It would just add a bit more diversity to the game. And also people who make cinematics, it would be really useful to have some of these. There are mods of these emotes, but it'd be just cool to have them legit in the game. And yeah. That is it for the rest of the concept. There's some pictures of some more police cars here. This is like a British BMW style police car. I think this is the Corvette C7R. That looks really cool. The fact that you could put stuff in the trunk, that would be really cool as well. That's someone getting arrested. This is the marked Koenigsegg Agera R police car there. This is the Tahoe, so for you non-American viewers, this is a Tahoe. They are basically the American police force. There's an unmarked BMW X5, I think that is. And you can see it's got like hidden blue lights. That's really cool. But that is going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed taking a look at this potential Cops and Crooks DLC concept. It's made by Lucifer Reap, you can see here. He makes loads of these incredible DLC concepts. They're absolutely amazing to go and have a look at. And I really hope we do get a Cops and Crooks DLC this year. And I hope it is similar to what Lucifer has made here. If you're interested in following Lucifer on Instagram, I'll link his Instagram page down below because he does post content like this quite often. So make sure you go and follow him. And if you want to see the original concept page that I'm looking at here, then I'll link that in the description as well. But that is going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.